everyone, this is Lauren with Tripleseat. In this video, I'm going to show you our reporting capabilities in Tripleseat. I will be showing you how to quickly run one of our standard reports and how you can customize, share, and save your own report. If you have access to reports, you'll find reports on the left-hand side navigation toolbar. And at the top of your reporting dashboard, you're going to see these preset reports with the data organized into graphs. You're able to adjust the date range for these graphs as you see fit. If you click onto any of the graphs, you'll be directed to a page that gives you a more detailed breakdown of the events that make up this data. Scrolling down, we'll find our reports that are customizable. This report at the top, the event details report, is our most popular report. This report will show you all of the event details for the events of a date range that you set. This report also includes financials. You're able to run this report by quickly clicking on any of these set timeframes, or if you wanted to build the report out yourself, we can click Customize. Here, we're going to run a report to plan out our staffing for upcoming events. We will want to first choose a date range. We have the option of running a date range of the date of the event, or a date range of when the event was created into Tripleseat. For this, I'll do the date range of the event, and I have these quick options I can choose, or I can set a specific date range or a specific date. For this report, we're going to run it for the next 3 months, and I only want my definite events included. If I don't select an area, event style, or owner, the system assumes you're running for all of them. Now that we've told Tripleseat what type of events we'd like to see, we can come over to the Columns tab and tell the system what type of information we want to see on these events. You'll notice that there are some selected columns by default, and you can come through and click on this red trash can for any of the columns that you don't feel like you need. For instance, with this report, we're planning out our staffing for the next 3 months of events, so I don't need any of these menu item category totals or financials showing. You can come through the available columns and add any details that you'd like to see, such as room name, guest count, type of event, and we will also include the owner and managers for this event. There are different column groups you can look through, such as the account and contact information. And if we needed to add any of those financials back on, we can do so, as well as the item category totals, which is how you can compare the specific revenue being generated by each event. Once you have selected all of the columns you want on this report, you can come through and reorganize the order. So guest count is pretty important for this report. I'm going to drag it close to the top. Now that I've set my columns, I have a final option, and that's going to be to group and sort my data. So this is a great way to organize your data so that it's easy to digest. For this report, let's go ahead and group it by the day of the week so we can plan our staffing for each day that we have events. When I click Run Report, now I have this data organized by day of the week. I have the event name, the guest count, and now I can plan out the staffing for each day. If you have any financial columns on the report, such as the deposit, actual, and grand total here, you'll notice that each subcategory has its own subtotal, and all the way at the bottom, you will see a grand total for the financial columns. These reports you're able to run for past or current events, or you can use them for future events to project sales. At the top right of a report, you'll notice 2 options. You're able to export this report to Excel or Numbers, or you're able to save the report to Tripleseat to easily run it again. We will first want to give this report a name. I'm going to call this report our staffing plan. If I wanted to save it with other admins in the system, I could, or I could just save it with a specific user. And now this would add this saved report to their reporting dashboard. When we click Save, the report has now been saved to our dashboard, and when we want to run it again, we would come back into Reports, and you'll find the saved report to the right of the type of report that we ran. When I click on the staffing report, You can see that all of the same grouping and column organization has stuck. The only change you would need to make is clicking into Customize and choosing a new date range to run this report for. Back into our reporting page, I'm going to show you other types of reports you can run. Our event menu and billing items report will allow you to see how many of a particular item you're selling within a specific time period. For example, you could run for the next 2 weeks, give this to your back of house, and they would be able to prepare the grocery list for the upcoming events. This event financial report is going to compare finances year over year or by fiscal period. Our event sales summary report is reporting on your sales goals, broken out either by location or by the salesperson. You can easily identify how much a specific location or person has made per month, quarter, week, or fiscal period. You can see what their goal is and how close they are to meeting that goal. This event payments report allows you to track payments on events. It's most popularly used to track outstanding or overdue payments. As long as you are recording all payments in Tripleseat, you can use this to identify which customers of yours have an outstanding balance, and you can customize this. For example, you might only want to run for payment due dates set for the next week. Bookings report is only for our customers who use bookings. These are similar to our event details report and our event payments report, but you can use these to report on your multiple related events as a whole instead of event by event. We have an account and contacts report where you're able to grab a list of all of your accounts and your contacts. And then the most book contacts report will show you a list of your top spending customers. The lead details report will report on leads that have come in via the Tripleseat lead form on your website or any leads that your team manually entered into the system. The lead conversion report you can run to compare the details of leads that are being converted into just a contact, leads that are converted into a definite or a non-definite event, or leads that are being converted into a lost event, meaning that they did not move forward. This report you could group by owner to compare each sales manager's lead conversion rates. We recommend converting all leads in the system, even if it's just to a lost event, so that you can make the most out of this report. This activity report shows you activity by your own team in Tripleseat over any given period of time. And finally, the task report you're able to run on tasks by their type, who created it, who the task is assigned to, and you can adjust the parameters of its due date or created date when customizing. A great use of this report would be to run an outstanding tasks report so that you can follow up with your team about their outstanding to-dos. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to our support team, support@tripleseat.com, or by clicking on the Help Question button on the top right corner of any screen in Tripleseat.